Baron's Corner, where we speak truth to power and delve into the issues that concern you and, of course, myself, the issues that affect us all in the society. And mostly here for today, it's the issues that affect me, myself as a comrade, and yourself as a comrade. And today we host the son of Ndiwa, the boy from all the way from Migori County. We host him, the boy who had a dream the very first moment he stepped at the University of Nairobi. The first time he stepped at the Faculty of Education, he thought and said he wanted to join politics. And he has run and been the UNESA chair. That is Brian Akach Amimo, the boy who attended K1. And we are honored to have him today here as he declares his candidacy to run for the governor of the University of Nairobi, the Faculty of Education. We talked to him about his ambitions, his inspirations, and his plan for the comrades. Welcome, Brian. Karibu sana.
Asante, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, Brian, who are you? Like, tell the people. I've tried my best to describe you. Can you tell the people exactly, the students exactly who you are?
I'm Brian Amimo Akach. From the Faculty of Education, as my interviewer said. Maybe one, two corrections. I'm from Diwaya, but from Homa Bay County. I've been a student leader from my first year in university, my second year, now I'm in my third year. I have passion for leadership and for us as comrades, and that's my main motivation to go for this seat, gubernatorial seat. Thank you.
Oh wow, that's beautiful. From your talks, you seem like someone who is so experienced in these things. You've been in the field, you've been there, you've been in those offices, you've walked around these things, and you know what you are doing. So your inspiration is technically because you've always wanted to be a student leader, and since you stepped here, you've been a student leader. So tell us, what is your plan? What's this new thing that you want to do now in this new capacity? What's your plan generally?
As I'm explaining that, I'd like to put it clear that all the offices I've owned in the past few years have been professional bodies. Unlike the position I'm eyeing for currently, which is a political body. So for the professional body and political bodies, there are two parallel things here. So there is much that a political body can do. Now that they are funded by the university, they are known by the university, the events are managed by the university. So they are a little bit expanded than professional body. I did all I could at the professional body level.
That point, you did all you could as a professional body. Akach, someone will want to know what you've done in the last 1 year as a UNESA chair, what you've achieved, what you've done with your team. Maybe before we delve into your plan, now into a bigger thing as a governor, what have you done as a UNESA chair in terms of academics at the Faculty of Education?
As a UNESA chair, I've basically, now that it's a professional body, I've limited my access to academics.
Yes.
I've tried and seen the records, when our lectures commence when we are from home. It's known that at the University of Nairobi, we have a month, mainly at our faculty, to seek lecturers, because now our lecturers are from different departments. Like someone taking economics, your lecturer is maybe at Kabete. Someone taking business, commerce, your lecturer is at main campus and geography. So I've tried to link up with the class reps, of which I have a group for them, from first year, second year to third year. In the same groups, we have the dean, we have the admins, Mr. Andre and Madam Purity, the timetable are there. So we try and check these things before the commence of the semester. Another big thing that affects the Faculty of Education is about gradings, marks,
Missing marks.
Missing marks, which has been a very big challenge to us. I've tried my best, and the approach I've been taking was to finish with those who are at the end of the tunnel. I've been trying to focus with the 4 years, which others have graduated, and my last lot have graduated this last time. That is September, December, November, the other year. So what I've been trying to do is to try to maximize the number of Faculty of Education students on the graduation list. And We've tried that a lot. The 4th years can attest, though there are those who called me to help them in that. And then, a funny thing is, we have 6,875 students at the Faculty of Education.
6,000?
So, it's very hard for me to know, in the 6,000 students, who has a missing mark. Yeah. So if those who approached me, I saw what to do about that.
So you are saying all the people that came out and approached you to help them with missing marks, you actually helped them?
I've helped some, but I'm not done with that, yeah. Because you see, it's a process. When you have a missing mark, like in geography, it's something that must come from the Faculty of Education, the faculty, like to the main campus. So it's a process. There are others who have received. There are others that have been called to main campus to seek for the same things. Hence now my plan is now the governor to ensure that instead of us going to main campus, let those bosses come to us, because we have employed them.
Thank you. So in short, as a governor now, you have an upper hand of knowing the problems in UNESA.
As a governor, I can command them. As a UNESA chair, I have to look for someone to help me command them. I had to call the dean now and again. I had to call associate dean now and again. But as the governor, I can't command them to get to us.
Because now you are elected by the students.
Sure. And I'm protected by the constitution, that is the political body, UNSA constitution. Yeah.
Let's now go down to your plan, your manifesto. What is there in your manifesto? What do you expect when you publish your manifesto? Maybe you can give us an overview of just what you expect once you publish your manifesto.
I love that question, Mr. Rotich. I have quite a lot in my manifesto, but I'll try to compress it to some 5-6 key points.
Yeah. I want you to give me the specific ones. The big ones.
So first, in my manifesto, I don't want to bring new things. I want us to make what's there work.
Okay.
For example, infrastructure. The Wi-Fi is everywhere in the campus, but the strength is wanting. Mine is not to bring another Wi-Fi. It's to strengthen this Wi-Fi.
Okay.
We have power in the university. There are no lights in the corridors. Mine is to bring the lights in the corridors because there is power. So mine, basically, I want to maximize on what others had started. I don't want really to bring new projects on board because we have 6 months, 3 months first semester, 3 months second semester. Because the 4 months I'm home, we are in holidays. Now I'm going to teaching practice. Yeah, if at all I'm elected, I'll be elected and go for teaching practice. So I have 6 months in office. So if I want to lie to comrades that I want to bring new stuff, I won't make them. And maybe I can start them and my predecessor won't complete them.
Okay.
So mine is, I want to complete what had been started. Like the Wi-Fi connection. Instead of students sitting in OL until late in the night, why don't they access it in their rooms? Instead of pioneer students moving to Kimberley to access Wi-Fi, why can't the Wi-Fi from the administration be extended to Pioneer? It's like we buy like around 10 extenders and that business is done. When the chancellor visited us, when you were in the LTB1, you could access the strength of the Wi-Fi was 100%. When he left, it was back to 0.
Let me ask you, Akach. Don't you think these things have been aired to the administration by the previous guys? What's the different thing? What's that unique difference thing you are bringing to the table to the administration that they will accept you to, that they will expect your like they will take consideration of your concerns? I'm sure the other guys who are leaving office right now have taken the same concerns.
I think for one to do something, you must first know who you're dealing with. Yes, you can hire them to the administration.
Okay.
And yes, so much grievances, our grievances have been brought to the administration with all this leadership. But do you give solutions? You get to them, you tell them our problem, and let them look for solutions. One, they might bring solutions that favor them, but not the students.
Okay.
Two, they might find it hard to get the solution and leave it at there. So that's why I've given you figures. We need around 10 extenders to make the strength of Wi-Fi in our hostels perfect. 10 extenders.
So in your plan, you already have the solutions For everything you're bringing,
have the problem with the solution.
Okay.
So that they tell you if the solution is ambiguous, they'll tell you, look for plan B. But if you present your problems and you let them to think about them, my friend, my grandchild will come to this campus with the same Wi-Fi problem today.
You've given me one solution for the Wi-Fi. Give me the solution for the electricity connection.
Okay, I want you to understand something. When we have a problem with a tube or a circuit at the Faculty of Education, we write what's called an M1. It's written by the custodian to the maintenance. And then this M1 is taken to main campus, to maintenance office. And then the tubes are brought to Kikuyu.
So there's no maintenance office
we have a maintenance office, but they're not financed directly from Kikuyu.
Oh, okay.
So what we do, let's see the magnitude of the problem. Write this M1 in time. When we are leaving for holidays, the staff do not leave for holidays. Let's write this M1 before we go for holidays. Not for a single tube, but for 40, 50, or 100 tubes, so that we have spare tubes. We have spare connections in that office, maintenance office. So that when we have a problem in room 19 or room 119 in Kimberley, we don't have to write an M1 that day. We already have a solution around. So that the M1 we write for room 119 will be used in room 14 in Pioneer when they have a problem. Because, you know, it's more of a bottleneck.
I love how you are well conversant with the processes of the school, of the faculty. And you've given us two things.
Yeah.
A problem and a solution.
Sure.
The Wi-Fi problem, you've given us a solution. The electricity problem, you've given us a solution. Tell us your number 3.
My number 3 is still on infrastructure. Our lads are wanting, my friend.
Okay.
There's no parent who could visit our hostels and allow their kids to stay there. Mostly our ladies. Okay. I call them latrines. You know, they're toilets, but I call them latrines.
Because there was the latrines.
They're latrines. The toilets we have in the hostels. I would like you to do a case study. You are a media person. Go to Kimberley, ground floor. It's around room 112. You know, the corner in Kimberley. If you get through the entrance, the ground floor entrance, visit those ladies. Hear from them. There is a time that the toilets clog and that waste flow to their rooms. Do you know they mop that shit off those rooms?
By themselves?
When I was a first year rep, I called the dean, the assistant dean, the registrar to the same place. That can be confirmed by students who stayed in 121 when we were in first year.
Did the dean turn up?
They came.
Okay.
Unfortunately, when we arrived there, the cleaners had wiped off that mess. But the ladies confessed. I was called by a first year student whose parent paid for accommodation in the hostels. Unfortunately, she landed in that room. That's a ladies' area. She landed in that room.
And it's a whooping 30,000 plus.
32,000, my friend.
32,000.
And you have to pay it.
The entire amount.
You must pay it. If you don't pay it the entire amount, you pay 17,000 some figures in first semester. And you must make sure you pay the rest before the commence of the other semester. So this lady called me and told me, Akach, I'm forced to leave the hostels, which I did pay 32,000, to go and stay with my friend in Shalom because of this and this. I was like, okay, I do understand that, but I thought I solved that problem when I was in first year. I was a first year. And then she told me it's something that has been done, and she haven't reported that to the custodian office. So the only problem is the link. I had problems with the dean faculty because it was like, Akach, why don't you follow the protocol to get to me? I told Prof, the problem is these things do not get to you when you follow the protocol.
Yeah, they happen now and again.
These people, it's more of they fear you or something.
Okay.
They're pretending to be good on your table, so they don't get to the dean. That's my fourth point. The link of communication to these offices.
How are you planning to address that?
And I'm doing it currently. We had a problem with lighting. Lighting at the gate. It's another problem today. The first time I had that problem, I called an admin, Mr. Henry Babe. Told him, sir, kindly today leave campus at 7. And he was like, why do you want me to leave campus at 7? So and I just told him, today leave campus at 7. He respected my call. He called me to his office. We sat and studied outside campus, like, our personal life. And then it was 8. I told him, no, we can now leave. We walked down the path from the car park, and I told him, now this is what I wanted you to see. He's the one who first told me, this place is damn dark. And then I told him, that is why I wanted you to leave here at 8. So that you experience the thing. So I told him, immediately he called the maintenance office. We gave the maintenance office 3 days. They didn't respond to that. I again told him, Mr. Rungu told you he had done this. Now, leave campus again at 7 today. That day he left at 7. There was still the same problem. I told him, now call the dean, now, here, with the security.
Yeah, you see, that electricity issue, you had talked about it. So I want you to give me a solution to these menace in the washroom.
The washroom thing, I think we just have a problem with our cleaners and maintenance. My main word in the Faculty of Education is maintenance. That office should be empowered fully to potential.
Who is in charge of maintenance? Who is the person? Who is the big person on top of?
Okay. In our faculty, we have someone who we call assistant, because I respect our VC, centralized almost everything. So we have maybe that's why I'm telling of a name want to be written. So we have someone like an assistant. He responds to the things and then channels them up to another guy. And then it takes them. When you visited,
so the person being channeled to is at the main campus. At
the main campus. When you visited our mess, student cafeteria, we had a blow of the sockets. When we came back from holidays, that was on 15th. Do you know when that TV was repaired? After a month. We were just basically waiting for a socket.
Just
a socket, something that cost 150 bob for 1 month for that socket to turn up. There are no sockets in our residential places. We have to buy them. Students are forced to get the ones at the lecture halls to fix them. I don't blame those students.
So your big problem is actually related to the maintenance. And so you're promising the comrades that you're going to work with the administration, to liaise with the administration, to ensure that there is a structure on who is in charge of it at the faculty level.
I know it's possible when I'm a governor. It was not possible when I was a UNESA chair, because I was limited to Kikuyu campus. When I'm a governor, I serve in the Congress.
Do you think you can command them when you are a governor?
That's what I'm telling you. I could even command them when I'm a UNESA chair. But remember, I'm limited to Faculty of Education. I could not make a call to main campus.
Okay.
But when I'm a governor, I can even visit that place by self.
Okay.
And confirm what's going on.
So, give us a promise, give us your word, that when you get to be the governor of the Faculty of Education, the toilets are going to be clean. Are you giving us that word? Are you promising the comrades that one?
I hate promises. But
that's what you do.
I hate promises. I hate promises. I hate promises. Trust me. But I'm confirming to them. I'm assuring them. I'm not here to do everything. I want a legacy. I want maybe a quarter, or if I can't get to 3/4, a quarter of my plan to work, because I know it can work. I know which button to press for it to work.
You're telling us your plan cannot work 100%.
I can't lie to you. I have minimal time, and if I focus on the 5, the 3, the 6 at once, I won't deliver.
Akach, I want you to tell me. I want you to assure the comrades the toilets are going to be clean.
The toilet must be clean.
Thank you.
Must.
That is it.
And I want to tell you something. For the toilets to be clean, I had a meeting with the halls manager and her assistants and told them that we have less workers. So workers complain. I told you I had a meeting with workers. The workers who cleaned the hostels. They told me they are less in number. Once someone has retired, there's no replacement. If someone dies, like we lost Silas, there's no replacement up to date. Go confirm. We don't have a halls assistant.
Right now we don't.
We have one. There were two, but now we have one. So I talked to the halls manager and the assistant and told them, why can't you congest the students in one place where can be monitored, the sanitation can be maintained, instead of in Kimberley, ground floor, we have 10 students. Second floor, we have 4 students. Until 6th floor, we have 1 student. And then you cannot maintain from ground floor to 6th floor. Why can't you moderate them to 3rd floor and then keep the hygiene of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd floor? Leave alone 4th, 5th, and 6th. Centralize them in a place. Or why don't you move all students to pioneer halls? We have hall 1 to 11. Let's make them during the holiday and then bring students when we report back. Because the fee is damn expensive to sit in the halls. The few students we have in the halls, let's put them in one place from ground floor, 2nd and 3rd floor. Lock 4th, 5th and 6th. Maintain the students somewhere you can keep their hygiene.
That's a very good proposal, Akach. And I think when you get to office, you should actually pressurize and work on that, so that it doesn't just become some good thing you told your people, your supporters, and it never really worked. But that thing can be a good thing.
Sure.
Go work on it.
It's a good thing.
Akach, that is your plan.
Sure.
That's just an overview of your plan, and
Sure.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
Now tell us, Akach, apart from the plan, you are now becoming a governor. You are running an office that has other members, other people from other tribes and stuff, other representatives. The representative who is your secretary general, your vice chairperson, your treasurer, and all those people. Now tell us, how are you planning to solve any arising conflicts? Because I've studied the previous regimes at the faculty, and I've seen that there have been wrangles among the leaders once they get to power, because now money is involved and all that stuff. And you find maybe the governor and the secretary general, or the governor and the treasurer, they go their ways and the others go their way. And how are you going to solve if conflicts arise? Because conflicts do arise in any community or in any setup. If this conflict arises, how are you going to solve them? How are you planning to solve them?
That's a good question, Mr. Heritage. I had that in plan before I came up with my team. It has taken me around 5 months to make my team. I had that in plan. In fact, it was the blueprint for me coming up with a team. I understand that delivery needs working together. I can't do it alone. That's why I told you, I can't do the results thing. I can't do the lighting thing. I can't do the washroom things. I can't do the Wi-Fi thing as a person.
Tell us about, in the previous regimes, there have been conflict within teams once they get into office. If conflicts arise within your team, how will you handle it?
Oh, first I'll try so hard that I don't have conflicts in my team. I'll try to mitigate them, because now I'm the chair. I coordinate. So I know the first conflict is about funds. And remember, the funds are not for the team. The team members have their salaries. The funds are for the comrades. So I'll make sure there are no conflicts by maintaining transparency and allowing each and everyone to do the role I've allocated to them.
On that transparency stuff, when you get into office, how are we going to account for you? How are we going to make sure that you are actually transparent? How are we going to give the comrades the upper hand in keeping you accountable?
One is, I don't want to lie to you, our budgets are always done privately. And then, in fact, students fail to see our budgets. Our budgets as secret and seen by the administration as we account. Okay, I'll try. What I'll do is, I'll announce to students. We have an event, for example, Cultural Week. What's allocated is 80,000. So the students themselves will benchmark. Is that event an 80,000 event?
Is it worth 80,000?
Is it worth 80,000?
So in short, you are saying you will be telling the students,
we have an event which is 80,000. I can't lie to them that I'll give them my budget. But I'll tell them I have 80,000 for an event. So I want them to benchmark with my event, with my budget allocation. Does it make sense? Another thing is about transparency. Issue of bursary giving. My bursaries will be given in MPH. Take that right. It will be given in MPH.
Yeah, I was coming to that, the issue of the needy students. So talk about it. The bursaries.
My bursaries will be given in MPH, in broad daylight. I'll give a week to campaign to students and tell them we have bursary allocation on this and this day.
A whole week for awareness.
A whole week for awareness. That day, I've talked to presidential candidates and I've told them to at least increase the number of students benefiting, because we are 6,000 students, we are given 30 bursaries, you know. So if we are told they get to office and I increase that, I'll announce and say, okay, I have those who are passionate about me, who work with me. Now that comes with now the transparency. But I'll try so hard that if we have 40, if you are my friend Rotich, and you can prove to me you are needy, I might consider 2-3 friends. I don't want to lie. But 99% of that allocation will be through vetting. I'll involve UNESA and UNSA officials in that vetting.
The three friends? Any 3 friends or the needy ones?
I said that, Rotich.
Oh, okay.
I started by explaining that. I have million friends, but you must prove to me you are needy to get an upper hand in that bursary.
That is done.
Yeah.
Tell us about, there are so many creative students at the faculty.
Sure.
But they don't have a platform.
Yeah.
And like right now we could be holding this interview within the school.
Yeah.
But we can't because we have a camera. What's your plan?
I have a plan for that. You've talked of creative students. You can talk to Saril, I don't know, Saril. Innocent Bogo. Innocent Bogo is my friend from the first day in the university. We were given the same temporary room in Hall 1, Pioneer. I think, not Pioneer, Hall 11, I think. Innocent Bogo is passionate about music. I started talking to him about this last year when I was still in office as UNESA. Remember? So that if I get to office, I want at least, I can't promise because, you know, this we work with the presidency. I'm trying to get a president who can deliver, who can decentralize events. And if that works, I get partners. And then I promise you not to work with the school calendar.
Okay,
if they
there's one event that you must hold at the faculty. That's the cultural event. Can you work on that?
I can work on that. And I'm still talking on creativity. Instead of allocating some money, huge chunks of cash to music system, why can't I invite Mahun to have their 30 minutes to entertain us? And then I give them the 30,000 for the music system.
Okay.
So that Mahun, from the 30,000, they look for music system.
Okay.
So that if they look for music system worth 10,000, they come and entertain us for 20,000. That's their business.
That's your plan? That's
my plan. I want it to be like student-centered. So that I told you that I don't want to work with the school budget. Why? If the university allows us to have 4 events in a semester, I want it to at least to have 5 events in a semester. I look for partners. Mahun have partners. You sure have partners.
Yeah.
Why can't I sit down with you and bring...
We are partner ourselves.
Yes.
You can partner with us.
Yes, I can partner with you people, stream my event, pay you from your money. That is budget allocation.
Okay. Let's go to sports.
Yeah.
There's been sports, we always do it per tribe and stuff. So what's your plan about sports? There are so many people who are talented with football, basketball, and the rest.
I have a very big plan for sports. Personally, I'm a physical education student. I have a very big plan for sport, which
What's that plan?
Which maybe you know, my grandfather told me to dream big, but try to stay real. Our sports department has been neglected. You know, people think by maintaining sports is by going out and coming back with trophies. What do you do in our grounds? Our fields are trimmed when we are leaving for home, but when we are on campus, the grass gets to your knee. So like I have a different angle of the sports thing, because I'm a physical education student. I'm affected directly with it. I will try and get nets for all the games. That is, if it's basketball, there's a basketball net. It's always at the ring. Football, I was also thinking of maybe if you could do an iron sheet in our fence, because you know our football court is a meter, in fact centimeters. to the fence.
To the fence.
And that gives us hard time with our infrastructure, like our balls. We lose balls here and there. I'm trying again to see a way of which the University Games Department can give us some balls in terms of semester. And then tournament. I like, you know, if we organize a tournament.
House tournament.
No. Okay, personally, I don't like this tribal thing.
No. I mean housing tournament. It's hostels.
No, not hostels. I know that also will work. Maybe let's do it years. But again, I cannot scrap off the Elders League because I respect it is something that brings us together. Maybe strengthen the Elders League. There's a small group called League Indogo. Why can't we strengthen it?
Yeah.
That league Indogo can grow to a school team. I tried my best. I bought them some small ball because, you know, that was my salary by then. I bought them some small ball during my campaign. I promised them when I get to office, I'll invest in them.
Akach.
Yeah.
Your critics tell me that Akach wants everything. He's been in UNESA. Now wants to be in UNSA. Can't he give space for others?
Sure. There are sorts of here and there are questions about. But you know, Mr. Rotich, if I wanted everything, I could have been the governor getting off office currently. Why do I say this? I was elected in UNESA. 3 months after that, there was UNSA elections. And I was still eligible to vie for that UNSA election. I could have as well gone for it. I thought it wise to pick someone. And then we rally behind him to deliver. He tried to deliver, but didn't deliver. In the whole team, you know, when the head is spoiled, it's rotten. The whole system is rotten. You can't.
So you mean anyone in that team is?
The whole system is rotten. In fact, you should not see them anywhere in leadership again. So if we try and work on that, we bring change. I was thinking that why don't I give the change I want? Why don't you be the perfect leader you want to be? I've been trying. You can't say I want everything because in UNESA, my friend, I supported you in UNESA. Did I?
You did.
I did support you, but you left me at the last 11th hour. I was forced to come back to so I was in UNESA. I was basically solving that mess. Yeah, I didn't plan to go for UNESA.
It was not a mess, bro.
I know it's politics. You know, even in politics, they are mess. So basically, that's what's happening. Yeah.
So you are running against Washington Nyong'o. That was I tried to think. I didn't want to use the other name. You are running against Washington Nyong'o. Nyong'o is your friend.
Yeah.
He's a friend to many of us. He's your friend. Why run against your friend? Why don't you guys give one person a chance?
Why is he running against his friend or I'm not his friend?
No, I'm asking both of you, why don't you give each other a space? So many friends of yours are finding it a problem to choose between the two of you.
I think that's a better question when we are together. Maybe on the debate day.
Okay.
It's better if we answer it together.
So we meet on the debate. Give them a parting shot. What's your parting shot?
Let's make it big in the debate.
Thank you so much, people, and we cannot really focus on everything and talk about everything within a small interview because this is our whole thing. This is someone who gets to office and works for a whole 6 months within an office, a whole academic year, and we cannot talk about all that stuff within one interview. But I ask everyone, each one of you, all the comrades at the Faculty of Education in the University of Nairobi, and anyway, all the comrades at the University of Nairobi, to turn up on Thursday for the debate at LTB1. Come there, come listen to your leaders, come listen to if you are from Team Mamba, if you are from Team Akach, Senior, turn up there. Come, Team Solo, come turn up there. Let's talk about all those things. Let's listen to your leaders, ask the questions, and we will be there. Guys, this is the Baron's Corner. We will continue to hold the biggest interviews and the biggest shows at the University of Nairobi. We love you so much. I've been your host, Rotich Godwin. We thank you, Akach, for turning up.
Thank you for the interview.
Welcome.